stayed up all night weeping, watching the moonlight shine through my window. I wonder where all of the time went since I found myself far from home. Years have gone by since I felt you, close the few times that you did. I wish that you would talk about your feelings, 'cause then I know just how hard it must have been. The great divide between you and I has never felt so wide. I pray with all my might that you would one day see the light and come back to make it right. I spent my whole life dreaming that I would turn into a waterfall, pouring into only what will heal me. But I've never really loved myself at all. The great divide between you and I has never felt so wide. And I pray with all my might that you would one day see the light and come back to make it right.
Radio up and the blinds pulled down. You love it when nobody's around. I wanna call out my town, but you bite my lip, don't make a sound. I'll be damned if I'm leaving without you. So give me a minute to catch my breath. Take what's yours, I'll take what's left. We used to come